They represent the tertiary consumers. The frogs which have eaten the grasshoppers may become the food for snakes. Hence, in this example, snakes represent tertiary consumers. The producer and the different kinds of consumers like primary, secondary and tertiary are involved in nutritional relationship involving eaten and being eaten. They represent different levels of feeding in the ecosystem. And hence are described as trophic levels. Each organism in an ecosystem is at a specific feeding stage that represents its trophic level. See examples 1 and 2. This kind of nutritional relationship where the food energy is getting transferred from one trophic level to another is called food chain. In any food chain, producers represent the first trophic level and the different levels of consumer represent the successive trophic levels. In an ideal situation, a food chain will have a maximum of 3 or 4 trophic levels. There can be hundreds and thousands of food chains operating in an ecosystem. It is because any given plant can be a food for a variety of primary consumers. Each primary consumer in turn can be a food for many varieties of secondary consumers and so on. Food chains can be broadly classified into the following 3 types: grazing or herbivorous food chain, in this food chain, the primary consumers are plant-eating animals. Most of the food chains in our ecosystem belong to this category. Such food chains are also known as predatory food chains. Detritivorous food chains, where the primary consumer is a detritivore. Ants, termites, earthworms, millipedes and crabs are called detrivores because they feed on detritus. It refers mainly to fallen leaves, parts of dead trees, and similar kinds of organic matter. See the example here. In parasitic food chains, the transfer of food energy occurs through a series of parasites at each trophic level. See the example here. Birds are parasitic on trees. Lice are parasitic on birds. And protozoans are parasitic on bird lice. Since most organisms feed on more than one kind of food items, every organism at every trophic level becomes linked to several food chains at the same time. Thus, every ecosystem has a complex network of interconnected food chains, forming a food web. Types of ecosystems. Due to the abiotic and biotic factors, different ecosystems develop in different ways. These factors and their interaction with each other have resulted in the formation of different types of ecosystems. Most of the ecosystems are complex and there is a tremendous quantitative and qualitative variety of species in them. In ecosystems of a tropical country like India, few species of living organisms are found everywhere in a large number. The remaining species of plants and animals are found in small numbers. Some species are very few in numbers. Variety of ecosystems is found on Earth. Each place has a different ecosystem. Example: forest, pond, ocean, river, etc. Types of ecosystems are formed according to size, place, climate, and types of plants and animals. In some regions on Earth, a large area has the same climate and abiotic factors. The living organisms in those areas are also similar. So, a specific ecosystem develops in a vast area. Such large ecosystems are called biomes. These biomes contain many small ecosystems. Earth itself is a vast ecosystem. Have you observed a variety of ecosystems in your surroundings, such as a pond or a grassland or a forest or a sea? Have you ever wondered what is common to all these? Similarly, an ocean, an estuary, and a desert also represent types of natural ecosystems. Natural ecosystems can be broadly classified into aquatic ecosystems and terrestrial ecosystems, or aquatic biomes and land biomes. Based on habitable areas, ecosystem may be classified as shown here. We will be learning about different types of ecosystems in the next part. Summary of the lesson. The word ecosystem was coined by A.G. Tansley. Interrelationship between biotic and abiotic factors can be studied as a part of an ecosystem. Living things like plants, animals, and microorganisms are the biotic components of the ecosystem. Abiotic components of an ecosystem constitute soil, water, sunlight, etc. Several ecosystems exist around us. Food chains or food web explain interdependence between biotic and abiotic components in the form of nutrient and energy. Food chains have 3 levels: producers, herbivores, and carnivores. Decomposers, an integral part of every level in a food chain. The producers trap the sunlight to produce food. Consumers get energy by eating either producers or other plant eaters. Decomposers or recyclers feed on the waste of plants and animals. Remains of plants and animals after they die. The natural ecosystems include terrestrial and aquatic ecosystems. Aquarium is a man-made or artificial ecosystem.